Well, hello out there. Welcome back or welcome to, depending on if you've been a viewer or this is your first time, the Real American Cougar YouTube channel. We talk about being mature, single women or men, whoever, that are trying to make a good life for themselves alone. And I've been working on that for a couple of years now. And I just want to sit back and tell you a little bit about what I've been doing here in the last couple of weeks, a day in the life of the Real American Cougar. I'll tell you what, for the last 2 weeks, all my days, I thought that God was putting me through a trial. I'll tell you, it was something else. First off, I find that somebody got my debit card information from my bank, started charging things on my debit card. So I had to take care of that, get a whole new debit card, did that. Then I have a new neighbor. I haven't met him. I have seen him over there walking around. I haven't seen a lady. He hasn't introduced himself. I haven't introduced myself. He is my closer neighbor. I have another neighbor to the left of me that is about 2 acres away, so I don't really have to deal with them. But this guy is like right within viewing distance, and I haven't met him. And so my weekend, after my bank card went bad, there was other things that happened, believe me, but I'll get back to those. Last weekend that I had the bad week or so, I hear this chainsaw running next door. And I thought, oh, well, we got woods behind our house. So I thought, well, maybe he's clearing out behind his house. No, there was a tree close to my property. I'm not sure if it was on his property or mine. Cut the tree down, cut the trunk up in pieces, and left all the top of the tree with all the leaves and everything on it. It wasn't dead. I don't understand why he cut it. It wasn't in any way. It was right at the edge of his yard, which he had a pretty good yard, but never told me he was coming. So I had this tree laying there that I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with. Next thing that happened, all in the same week, is over the night when my phone was supposed to update, it crashed. It erased everything, all of my contacts, all the apps that I have on my phone. I couldn't remember my Apple password to get back in the Apple store. I had to get a phone. Well, it was an old iPhone 8, but you know, it still worked. It was pretty beat, but it still worked. So I was trying to stretch it out for as long as I could stretch it out. So I ended up having to buy a phone. Luckily, I got a pretty good deal on an iPhone 12 Pro Max, cheap from a friend of mine. Hardly used, and I got that going. I'm not able to get into my Facebook page, and guys, I can't even get into the Real American Cougar page. I'm not sure what's up there, but I'm still trying. As soon as I can get back on the page, we can get back to having fun with some fun, cool memes and some good comments and some messages. So we'll be doing that. Hopefully within the next few weeks, I'll be able to get back into that. Okay, so I took care of the card. I got the phone. I haven't talked to the neighbor. I'm not going over there by myself, so that can wait. And then I went downstairs. I have a nice finished off basement downstairs. I have a laundry room downstairs. And it seemed damp, and I thought, well, it is that time of year I need to get the dehumidifier out. So I got the dehumidifier out, and got it going and everything, had it going for about a day, went downstairs, and it was still wet on the floor. And I thought, what is going on? I had thrown some sheets and blankets down there, just threw them in there on the floor. I was going to throw them in the washer and wash them, and they were getting soaked. And I thought, what is going on? My hot water tank is leaking. Right in the front where you take the front of it off, and there's all the electrical stuff. It's leaking down the side. So I try to turn the water off from it. I can't turn the valve, so I end up having to turn the entire water off for the whole house to keep my hot water tank from constantly leaking all over the place. And, you know, until it stopped leaking. And then I didn't have any water for the rest of the house. I didn't have any hot water. It was the expense of getting a new tank and getting someone to put it in. And I was just like at my wit's end. I was just at my wit's end. I had to carry water. I was really depending on friends and family for showers and water. I spent a lot of money. I was eating a lot of takeout because I didn't want to have to wash dishes, because washing dishes when you carry water is another whole big deal. So I spent a lot of money on that. I believe I've gained a few pounds because I usually don't eat takeout. So that was there too. I could feel that I didn't feel well, and I was just stressed to the max. And I went off on a very dear friend that has supported me all through this, and is a very dear friend, and let me shower and help me with my water, and I feel absolutely terrible. So the last 2 weeks have been a real bummer in my life here, but I'm getting things taken care of. I'm getting everything squared away. And so I decided that I would look back over those 2 weeks and see what I could learn from that experience, because there are better ways to deal with things. Did I feel like crying? Yes. Did I cry? Yes, I did. It's very hard to do things on your own when you're by yourself in a household of one person and 2 dogs. You don't have people right there to help you or listen to you, or, you are on your own. So it's easy to sit and drag yourself down with self-pity, fall into the self-pity trap, think about everything that's wrong, and I'll never, this isn't going to work, I'm never going to get anywhere. The old self-doubt and the inner critic comes out. And I thought, I'm always telling you guys, the waves come in and the waves go out. And I am not thinking that way, and I need to think that way. I needed to hold on, and I held on for that 2 weeks, and I'm finally over the hump. I'm ready to have some good days. I'm ready to not have a whole lot of excitement. There was a lot of excitement in my life, and I learned, looked at myself, and I thought, you know what? I just need to let it roll off my back, let it roll in, let it roll out like the waves, and not get so upset over things, because things are going to happen. I was very keyed up because several things were happening at one time. And it seems like my life goes pretty even for a while, and then all of a sudden I have this stroke of really exceptionally bad luck. And it's a pattern in my life. So I should have kind of expected that sooner or later something was bound to happen. I should have had more faith in myself, really, and because I did take care of things. I took care of everything that I needed to take care of. I found people that would help me install my water tank, my new water tank. I found out how grateful that I should be for the little things that I have. Some people live in countries where they don't have water at all. They don't have clean water. They don't have hot water. They don't, and they don't have, I feel for people in the war-torn areas that do not have the comforts of home and will not have a home to go back to. It made me think of all these things that I really should feel grateful and not mad and not pity myself, because I really do have a pretty good life. And then I thought about how I reacted. I'm a very emotional person. I thought about, man, oh man, did I blow that? And it's made a little bit of difference in the relationship with my dear friend. Not a lot, but there is still that, there's that. And the last thing I would want to do would be to hurt this dear friend. And I have to learn not to be so reactive and not to be so emotional over everything that happens to me. It's a hard thing to unlearn, I'll tell you that. But I got through it. I'm back. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to keep going, making my life better, being happier, learn from my experiences, learn from the bad times that come around, and appreciate and enjoy the good times. So I'm glad to be back with you. I'm happy for all the subscribers. If you like this video, leave me a comment underneath. Send me an email at racmatureculture@gmail.com if you want to send me some private thoughts or whatever you want to share with me. I'm so happy to still be going. We've been over a year now. Over a year. That's right. What are we? 2 years? We had our year last year. We're 2 years. I can't believe 2 years has gone by. Holy cow, guys. So, I am really happy that I'm still able to do this. I'm really grateful that I'm still able to do this and help someone once in a while. Thought I'd let you in a little bit on a day in my life, and know that I have the same troubles and worries and problems that a lot of other people do too. So Continue to view. Hit the like button if you like it. And don't forget to always share. Peace out.